The Bitcoin 16-year cycle. This is something that I'm talking very often about on the channel, but let me explain it to you one more time. This cycle is going to be so important because this cycle gives us a macro perspective of what's happening with Bitcoin, and it will prevent you from falling in the trap of becoming bullish by the next Bitcoin halving. And I'm going to explain you why. Everyone knows about the Bitcoin 4-year cycle and how it perfectly has been turning out in the past. We have seen 3 4-year cycles. And a 4-year cycle consists of a 3-year price action going up, 1 year price action going down. That is one 4-year cycle. We have seen 3 of them. They have been so accurate that if you know about these cycles early on in the Bitcoin adoption, you would have outperformed any trader and influencer out there. I wish I knew about these cycles and I was convinced about these cycles earlier on. I already knew about them, but I didn't have that conviction yet where you can say, for example, okay, this is the moment I'm going to take profits on my Bitcoin holdings. You got to know your own weaknesses, right? My weakness is that I have a difficult time taking profits because I have such a high conviction in Bitcoin. But I'm very easy in calling the bottom and putting all my money, selling my car, everything that I have. I sold it all back in 2019 and dropped everything into Bitcoin when it was trading at $3,200 US. I had the conviction. It was so easy for me to buy. I was just like, okay, sell my car, sell this, sell that. All my money that I had on my bank, everything put into Bitcoin. I didn't even think about it. It just felt natural because I have such a high conviction. But because of that high conviction, when Bitcoin was trading at $70,000 US, it was really difficult to take profits because I feel so confident in my Bitcoin position. And you probably have the same thing. So if we would knew about these 4-year cycles and be convinced about them, you would have taken profits at $60,000, $70,000 US because that was exactly the time where Bitcoin should top. And what is interesting with this 16-year cycle is that right now we are in the last 4-year cycle of Bitcoin. So we have 4 4-year cycles, where the 3 first 4-year cycles is 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down. And the last 4-year cycle is flipped. It is 1 year up and 3 years down. This is confirmed by a lot of different cycles that I'm tracking. The Sunspot cycle, 18.6-year cycle, a lot of other cycles that we are watching. And how is it possible? Like, why is the last 4-year cycle, why is that flipped? Why isn't that just a normal 4-year cycle, you ask me? Well, I don't make the rules, first of all. Second of all, the markets are a reflection of human emotions. And Bitcoin goes through a adoption cycle. And adoption cycles we have seen in the past very often. Bitcoin is not the first technology that goes through an adoption cycle. The previous technology that went through an adoption cycle was the internet. And we have seen exactly the same thing with the internet. We have seen 4 4-year cycles in the internet, which is a total of 16-year cycle. And the first 3 4-year cycles were 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down. And the last 4-year cycle was 1 year up, 3 years down. You can read all about this on whaleportal.com. So this is actually quite crazy. So the next top in Bitcoin based on the 16-year cycle, that is occurring at the end of 2023 till the first half of 2024. In that period, we are going to see a top based on the 16-year cycle. If it would be a regular 4-year cycle, the top will occur a little bit later, maybe late 2024. If you want to track these cycles, you got to subscribe to this channel right now because I'm talking about this on a daily basis and I will show you exactly where in the cycle we are on a daily basis. In our videos, we are going through these cycles and I will show you exactly where Bitcoin is trading in these cycles. But also on whaleportal.com, if you click on data and you click on Bitcoin cycles, it will bring you to a page where you can actually see where in time Bitcoin is trading in the 4-year cycle, but also where in time Bitcoin is trading at the 16-year cycle. And we even mark the periods red of where Bitcoin most likely will top. So if you in 6 months or 3 months want to know where Bitcoin is trading in these cycles, make sure to go to whaleportal.com Click on Bitcoin cycles and you can see exactly where Bitcoin is trading in these cycles, and if we are already in the topping area. If we are, for example, in that topping period and you see a blow off top, you see crazy amounts of volume, you see crazy bullishness, and your neighbor is calling you, hey, where can I buy Bitcoin? Then you know what to do. Well, otherwise, if you are not aware of these cycles, you have no clue. You're just going to ride the wave all the way down, minus 80%, recession of 2 years, and you're bankrupt. You're basically done, right? So guys, that is what we can see. Similar as 2022, you can ask yourself, was it a fun year? No. Was it a year that you could learn a lot? Yes, hell yeah. You could learn a lot during that year, but it was quite difficult if you haven't taken profits in 2021 to have financial stability in 2022, as we had a 1 year decline and your portfolio maybe lost 80. If you have altcoins, it lost even more than 80% of its valuation. So you want to be ahead of that next time, right? You don't want to ride that wave down again. So make sure to follow these cycles. And I'm talking about it right here on the channel, but I actually made a tool. This is for free on whaleportal.com, where you can just see where we are in these cycles. It makes it easy for you. That's exactly the reason why I created it, because it is my job right here to spread my knowledge about these cycles and to help you convince, take profits at the right time, so you are not screwed whenever we are seeing that next bear market. It might take some time. I'm really early with this knowledge right here, right now, but I'm already laying the groundwork. I'm already preparing you. I'm already building these tools with our team in order for you to be profitable, in order for you to survive the next recession, in order to help our community. So guys, if you can appreciate that, make sure to leave a thumbs up, because everything is for free. There is no money earned with creating these tools, by creating this Bitcoin cycle. So yeah, this is just basically something that I want to give back to the community. If you appreciate that, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you want to know more about this, make sure to subscribe. I love you all very much, guys, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.